It is true that by starting a society or forming an association, the cause of truth may be strengthened, but often there is more harm than good done. If an association or society be formed, it should not be as other societies. Ram wants no slavery, no yoke of Vedanta. You are all free to attend any other association, to listen to all newcomers. My own will come to me. My own will come to me. If you are attracted to other speakers, if there be something in this one or that for you, then go to them. Every speaker is Ram. Krishna, I am. Mohammed, I am. Hear them freely. Ram does not want you to become slaves to him. Do not shut out the light. At the same time, Ram wants you to benefit by this truth. Truth as old as the hoary-headed peaks of the Himalayas. Truth sung on the banks of the Ganges thousands and thousands of years ago is the same truth which was apprehended by Emerson, Whitman, and all the others. The same truth with the same truth which put them into ecstasy, the same truth presented in 1,000 forms by the present-day associations and societies, comes in its entirety or in its parts. The same truth which is talked of in your journals and papers may be presented beautifully, but truth has not changed. It is the same today as it was thousands and thousands of years ago, but Ram says the truth is brought most beautifully by him. And if you but read these books, you will see that these truths are magnificently, wonderfully portrayed by Ram. Some people could not relish Rama's oratory because he did not humor and pamper their tastes. Let Ram swerve from the truth and take up a tone which will flatter and humor and please your fancy, and people will gather in large numbers to hear Ram. But Ram did not descend from the heights of truth in order to pamper anybody's taste, and never will. Christ spoke only to 11 disciples, but those words were stored up by the atmosphere, were gathered up by the skies, and are today being read by millions of people. Truth crushed to earth shall rise again. It may be that this thought is being expressed by many persons, but Ram's way of putting this same thought, which is being propounded by the press of today, will supply some need and impart some good. Some will be benefit by this way, and others will be benefit by other ways. But then millions of people will receive great benefit from Ram's way. Ram says that if you take interest in it, take it up. Advance it and pass it on to each and all. If after Ram leaves you form a society, take up the works of Swami, take up the works of Emerson, Whitman, Spencer, and all the others. Form a society which is not bound to any name, having for its object the true advance of truth. And if in that society there be any one who has anything original, or in studying or reading have run across some helpful points, they can bring before the society such information so that all may be benefit, or some members who in private meditation come across some new ideas may also communicate them, but let it all come naturally, not in accordance with rules, etc. Here is a whistle, which when blown produces the note of the nightingale. We can blow it when we like and get the note of the nightingale. But the note is not natural. The natural song of the nightingale cannot be bound by any space, time, or law. The nightingale will sing when it pleases him, and not when you approach him and say, "Oh, nightingale, sing!" So you will see that a fixed time for speaking or lecturing imposes conditions, and the best results are not obtained. Fixed conditions are necessary to procure hall rental, and in order that more money may be commanded. But all these laws crucify the truth. This is selling the Jesus of truth for 30 pieces of silver. Ram tells you that if you want to form a society, let it be formed on natural lines and not in imitation of the present societies. It may be that it will be the first of its kind. The Christian church is a blunder by itself. Whereas it has done immense good, it has also done proportionate wrong by placing walls around its members and preventing them from receiving truth from any other source than the Christian Bible. So are the Buddhist, the Mohammedan church, and many others. A tremendous blunder, because they confine the members in narrow limits and prevent them from receiving truth from any other source. You must reach heaven through that door or window and through no other. You have the right to look at the skies through any door or window. In fact, you have a right to leave the house, to leave the window or door, and enjoy the whole heaven in the open air. So Ram wishes a society formed not on unnatural plans like other societies, but on the most natural plans. Members must not be bound by any lines, but must be free, a society where members lecture when they feel free to lecture or when they feel inspired, just as the nightingale. Nightingale. When forced to sing, all the beauty of his song is lost. Do not make yourselves like artificial wishes. Do not imitate the sound of the nightingale. Do not be bound by laws and rules. Truth cannot be bound by lines. Ram's best works are written in the deep forests of the Himalayas, where nobody was listening. There Ram sang out to the trees of the forest. The air in the woods took up the sound and echoed it far and wide. Those works began to spread, but whenever Ram was compelled to speak before a society and spoke in accordance with rules and laws, his efforts were not good. It was unnatural and the beauty was gone. Sometimes when only one person listens to you, truth comes more beautifully and magnificently. Truth cares not whether the audience is large or small. Take up the idea, and by the whole world will listen. Why should you belong to a society? The society belongs to you.